The Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board says it will no longer condone defaults in the remittance of 1% of the value of contracts awarded in the upstream sector of the petroleum industry into the Nigerian Content Development Fund. Executive Secretary NCDMB, Mr. Simbi Wabote, made this known at a colloquium put together by the Nigerian Bar Association section of Business Law in collaboration with the NCDMB, where he adds that the board has so far recovered close to $100 million following the forensic audit carried out on all deductions made by some oil and gas companies that were not remitted to the NCDF. Blessed Omonese has the report.
The Nigerian Oil and Gas Industry Content Development Act, NAGIC, signed into law in 2010, is the cumulative result of decades of attempts by the government and stakeholders in the petroleum industry to ensure that the industry provides local value and maximizes benefits to Nigerians. Loopholes in the implementation of this policy as regards the utilization of local content in the oil and gas industry has led to this collaboration between the Nigerian Bar Association, Section on Business Law, and the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, NCDMB. They have put together this colloquium as a platform where oil and gas stakeholders, as well as legal practitioners in the country, can chart a path towards the promotion of the NAGIC Act that will be mutually beneficial to both parties and the country and the economy at large.
I foresee a time when the Nigerian legal practitioners will begin to feature in the GDP statistics of Nigeria. The legal practitioners in the UK, for example, account for 1.5% of the UK's GDP. And we don't even feel Nollywood features in the GDP in Nigeria, and lawyers are nowhere to be found in the GDP statistics. We should move up in the value chain.
It's clear to me that while the Act itself has had very good intentions, it's obvious that the implementation may not have been done 100%. And I think part of the essence of this colloquium is for the section of business law at the end of the day, in conjunction with the Nigerian Content Monitoring Board, to come to a conclusion as to how we can improve the process set out by the Act.
The Executive Secretary, NCDMB, Mr. Simbi Wabote, who was represented by the Director, Legal Services, Mr. Muhammad Umar, explained that since the implementation of the Act in 2010, 35% of in-country value retention has been recorded compared to the less than 5% value retention before the NAGIC Act, noting that over 50,000 direct jobs have been created on the back of the implementation of the Act.
This engagement we are having today with the Nigerian Bar Association, Section on Business Law, is one of our stakeholder engagement mechanisms towards, bringing out the issues that the board is doing or the activities of the board, seeking understanding, educating people about what the board is doing. I believe through collaboration, through stakeholder engagement, through education, there would be understanding.
Lawyers play very key roles in the activities of the oil and gas industry, putting together contracts here and there, interpreting most of the contracts, because this is a global industry and there are different legal documents arising from oil and gas business in several sectors of the economy and in several environments in the world.
With the significant impact of the NAGIC Act to the Nigerian economy, participants at this colloquium are optimistic that deliberations here will increase the utilization of indigenous capacities in Nigeria. Blessed Omonose, TVC News, Lagos.